Section 3.6 is on constructing parallel and perpendicular lines. So if you remember, in Chapter 1 we learned how to copy an angle. Okay, so that's the first construction we're going to do. So we're going to take our compass, and you're going to put your pointer on angle A, and then you're going to do a big swoop with your compass. Doesn't matter how far out. So then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to draw a line. And at the end of the line, we're going to pretend that that's our new A. So I'll call it A prime, like A with a little like foot mark. And I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to do exactly that same swoop. I'm not using a compass, you guys are, but mine's not looking very pretty. Okay, so that's the first step. So we've opened it to the same amount, we've done that. Make sure you cross that line. If you want to move your paper, sometimes that's best for those of you that aren't very good at using your compass yet. But really you're kind of holding it on the end of the compass. Like you're holding it like here and you're swooshing it. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our compass and we're going to do a different setting. So we're going to put our compass point along the edge here, along the side of the angle. And now we're going to open it so it just barely goes through this other one. So we're going to do a little swoop there. So just change your compass setting so it's smaller. Well, bigger could be, whatever size it is to get that. So you're changing your compass setting, so you're putting it on the line and you're just doing like a little swoop there. You want it to intersect the other side of the angle. And then you go to the same location and you do the same swoop. Once you have that, you draw in your other side of your angle, and you end up having two angles that are congruent to each other. Okay, did you guys get it? Colin, did you get it? All right, so as a quick recap. So let's say we have another line. So let's take a line and put it down here. And let's pretend this is the end of my angle, just like this angle A there. So I call it A prime. All right, so the first step I do is I take my compass, I open it to any setting, I put the pointer on the A, and I do one big swoop. I do the same thing over here, same opening, same swoop. Right? So you're taking this, the compass, and doing that. We then want to know how wide this opened. So now we put our compass point right there along the bottom part of the angle, and we do a smaller, well, I don't know if it's smaller, a swoop that gets us to the other angle right there. So we do that swoop, and we do that down here as well, the same size opening, swoop. Then we take our protractor or ruler, straight edge, whatever it is that we have, and go like that. And that means that this angle and this angle are the same. So we've copied the angle, it's the same size. Okay, making sense? All right, so tell me what we know about parallel lines, and if I have this angle here and this angle here that are the same, doesn't that mean those lines are parallel? Yeah, so if we can copy a line, like copy the angle on that second line, we can create parallel lines. So that's what we do for this. So it says construction review. So we're going to do some parallel lines. So it says draw points Q and R on M. Draw PQ. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Q and R on M. Draw PQ. Okay, so let's say we put Q here and R can be anywhere. Let's just kind of put it here. So we're going to draw in segment PQ, and I'm actually going to extend it above and below. It doesn't have to be, but that's going to be my transversal. So now we're going to draw an arc with the compass point on Q, so take your compass, and you want to cross both lines. So your compass point is here, and we're going to do one big swoop. So we want to copy that angle so it's up here. That's our goal. So in order to do this, I'm going to copy the angle. But now what I'm going to do is so let's do that swoop that we did for already. So take your compass point the same size, and let's do it up. So put your compass point on P, and we'll do exactly the same swoop with the same setting. And we want to copy that angle over. So here's the key. For the next step of copying an angle, we use this compass as a measurement tool. We basically measure the distance between those two openings right there. You see it? And we move that over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our compass point, and I would put it right here. And I would change my compass setting so that it's going to go through this angle. There's through the red swoop. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to open it up that much. Then I do exactly that same thing over here. I'm going to open it that much. Right? Does that make sense? You're basically measuring the distance of that angle open. And then once you have that, you have your parallel line. Oops, I missed it. Okay. One more time on that one. You guys get it? Tricky one. All right, and then the last thing we have is a little bit easier. So this is a perpendicular at a point on a line. So I don't have the point drawn on this line. So right above P, let's put a point. Forgot to put that point in. And it says, construct 2 points on M that are equidistant from point P. So remember, with these constructions, we don't have like a ruler. We can't just like, be like, oh, I'm going to go over 1.5 inches using my ruler. Right? So in order to do that, I'm going to use my compass somehow. So any ideas on how I'm going to create 2 points that are an equal distance from P? Deepa's showing me. She's saying you just go like this, right? You just like spin your compass, right? So I'm going to spin it around, and I'm going to have these 2 points that are the same distance from P.
You put the compass point on P?
Yeah, you put your compass point on P. Mine's clearly not drawn very well, but because it would be a circle around P, but it's going to be like something like that. Okay, so label the points A and B. So I'm going to call this A, I'm going to call this B. So it says open the compass point wider, so its opening is greater than half of AB. So just open it wider. It can be obnoxiously large if you want, but it doesn't have to be really large. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our compass and we're going to do a swoop. So we're going to put it on A. We're going to do a swoop up here. Do you guys see what I'm doing? We're going to put it on B and do the same swoop. And then below as well. And below as well, right? We've done this before, I think. So I'm putting my compass point on A, and I'm doing a swoop up here. You can also do a swoop down here if you want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then with the same compass opening, I'm going to go the other direction too. So on B, I'm going to do the 2 X's there. Does that make sense? So I'm doing a swoop, and a swoop up here, swoop down here, and then I move it. Swoop up here, swoop down here.
Very fancy.
Yeah. All right, so now that I have that, I draw the line in, and that's it. That's the perpendicular line that goes through B. All right, easy. Do you guys remember doing that before? We kind of did that before when we had endpoints. We did up here, down here, up, whoops, going crazy, up here, down here, and that did the midpoint, or the segment bisector. We've done that before. But in order to do this one, we had to first create the segment we were going to use. So we're starting with segment AB. Because that point could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the middle. You guys see what I'm saying? So like if I wanted to pick another point over here, I would first do a little swoop to get my points that are the same distance. And then I would do a swoop up, swoop down, Swoop up, swoop down. Does that make sense? You guys get it? Alrighty. So those are our 3 constructions. Can we handle that?